This little city just outside of Houston has been getting so many questions on my channel for the last, I would say 3 or 4 months now, that I felt like I had to come out here and do it. Today we are in League City and we are checking out one of the best communities that they have, that they are still building, new construction. We are in Coastal Point and they have entry-level builders all the way on up until that luxury price point. We're going to go over the taxes, schools, everything that you need to know about this community. If that sounds good, stay tuned. But for those of you that don't know what League City is, it's about 45 minutes southeast of downtown Houston, and it kind of merges together like many of these other little country towns that are starting to get a bunch of development in them are doing. Kind of similar to what Meridiana is, where it's kind of like it's Manville, it's Iowa Colony, it's Sharon in some spots. Same kind of thing with this. When I think of League City, I think of Texas City, I think of Kemah, I think of Clear Lake, I think of all those little NASA-y kind of places that are out on this side of the world, and that's where League City is, just southeast of downtown Houston. And before we get into the houses and all the stuff that you really want to see, this is a smaller community. So comparing this to, for example, like where we live in Meridiana, this is about 1/10 of the size of what Meridiana is. This is about 200 acres. You're gonna get all the things you want. Right now I'm in front of their amenity center. So you're gonna get the pools, you're gonna get the pocket park, you're gonna have the trails, the lakes, all the things that you are coming to expect in a what is considered a nice community in Houston these days. You're gonna get all those basic necessities that you're gonna have, but it's not gonna be at the scale of some of the bigger communities that Houston is kind of becoming more known for, like your Siennas, like your Bridgelands, like your OG, the Woodlands, so on and so forth. So this is gonna be a quieter lifestyle that you would get compared to some of those bigger master plan communities that surround Houston, because Houston has to be the master plan community of the nation at this point. But enough of that, nothing too crazy here. We're gonna go and check out some of the builders and let me know what you think about them. So first up we have Empire, and Empire holds a special place for me because they are one of the first builders that I ever sold in a big master plan community. I got one in Balmoral a few years ago when I was really starting to get going. And so I definitely know that they do a luxury, nice product, and they're usually super affordable. And I hate to throw names out here. They're not gonna be like a Lennar, they're not gonna be a DR Horton, they're not gonna be a KB Homes. They're not gonna play at that entry-level price point. This is gonna be a step up in quality and step up in build. And you're gonna see what I mean when I get on the inside, but definitely gonna be an affordable option that comes with a luxury punch. So let's go in here and check out this one. This is around 2,100 square feet, but because it's a 50-foot product, it's gonna feel much wider. It's a 4.3. Let me know what you think. So yeah, that was Empire. They're gonna play at that like 400,000-ish or so price point and under, but kind of hovering in that like 375 to 390-ish kind of price point over here. They're offering some great financing right now through their in-house lender where they can get you down to 4.99. If you don't want that, they can throw some money at the overall house price to get you down as low as possible. This is a 50-foot wide product, so this is why you feel the width in here. It just feels a little bit more luxe, a little bit more wide open, where you can have a separate dining space and you have your living room space or your family room in here, and it just feels really nice. It feels much bigger than 2,100 square feet for sure, and I really like what I am seeing. Built-in oven into the cabinetry, that is standard. Built-in microwave, that is standard for them right now. Nice little gas cooktop, range hood, all of these things, nice little, nice backsplash, nice cabinetry. All of this stuff is a step up. Again, like I said, they're not the entry-level builder that some of these people are in the metro. They're gonna be a step above, and that's why I really like them for what you're getting for the price that you are paying. But that's Empire. If you have any questions on them, like I said, they're gonna be in that like upper 3s to 400 or 450-ish kind of price range out here. If you have any questions on them, or if you want to get in touch with Katie or Brian, let me know and I would be glad to get you some info. And I want to correct a little bit what I just said, because that just hearing it over again, it didn't really sit right with me. KB Homes, Lennar, DR Horton, they're not bad builders. They focus on a particular need that is very much so necessary in Houston, with pricing going up kind of how it has in the new construction market specifically. There's a need for affordable, nice homes for first-time homeowners or people where that price point just fits a dream home for you, right? What I meant in the last segment is more so they just particularly are often some of the biggest ones to develop land and be at a price point that is just so low. And there's just things that come with being at such an entry-level price point, and some of the biggest players in the space in Houston to do that are typically KB Homes, Lennar, Syntex, DR Horton. So no disrespect, I have done closings with all of these builders. I have friends and family and client family that now live with all these builders, and they really love the home that they're in, and it's a great option for them for sure. But they really are, those builders typically cater to a more entry-level price point around the Houston metro versus an Empire, and that's kind of what I meant. So up next, it looks like we have Brightland home, and the exterior, this is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm hoping that it's unlocked and we can get to see inside. I got one under contract right now in Sunterra. That is chef's kiss. Shout out to my client. I won't say your name on here, but I'll see if you watch this video. But hopefully this one is as pretty as that model over there in Sunterra. But let's go and check it out. It's not a game, it's a rich thing. Same color as my daughter's room. Loving it. Hey, Brightland kind of doing it. Their kitchen's been kitchening the last couple of Brightlands I've been in, man.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey, yo. All right, Brightland. I see you. I see you, brother. I see you. I see you. So y'all know, for those of y'all that are not new here, you know how I feel about a big one story. And this one, just with the layout that it has, is only about 2,500, 2,600 square feet, somewhere around there. Feels outstanding, just with how things are laid out and just the touches, like the combination of tile, to me, that's super beautiful, all the way up to the ceiling. Beautiful layout to me, and this is a 50-foot product, so it feels about the width that just most suits my eye. In a house, it's just gorgeous. I've never seen this one. They said they just opened this model like 3 weeks ago, so this is a fairly brand new one for them. Chef's kiss, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. So that was a gorgeous plan by Brightland. They're gonna be out here probably like another year, year and a half. They have some quick move-in inventory that's anywhere from like 350 to about 450 to build. They have plans that are gonna be in that like low threes to about 440, 450 as well. So just depending on what you want, and depending on whether or not the inventory kind of does it for you, if you need to be a little bit more customized, you can do that as well. They're also going to be offering money towards closing costs, money off the price, money towards design, whatever you need. This is one of those builders that is going to try their best to get you into the home, and it is going to be something pretty, kind of like that. But what did you think about that one? If you can compare the 50-foot that we were in for Empire to this one, I think I got a new favorite. I think I got a new favorite on here, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Now, the craziest thing about this community that I haven't even told you yet is that the property taxes over here before homestead exemption are 2.4%. Yes, that is not a joke. That is not false information. That is not clickbait, fake news. The property taxes over here are 2.4%. That's almost a full percent lower than what I pay in Meridiana. And so to get some of the caliber builders that you can get over here and to get the niceness of a community, to have a wide product that's not an entry level 30, 45 foot, to get something that's 50 foot and bigger over here, and to have a tax rate that is 2.4, that's hard to beat in new construction in Houston. But what's even crazier than the property taxes that I just told you about is the fact that you've been watching this video for how long now and you still haven't texted, called, emailed, and said, hey Aaron, you're my favorite agent. And when I decide to make the move or decide to buy a home out here in Houston, you're gonna be the first person that I reach out to. And that's kind of hurting my feelings. That's really crazy. So I'm gonna give you a few seconds. But in all seriousness, this is a big decision, and I want to be the resource that you need when the time comes. And the only way that I can do that is if you hit me up, or if you go and see any of the people that I've met here today, whether that's Brian or Katie out in Empire, if that's Lisa at Brightland, or if that is Jeff out here at Coventry. If you tell them that I sent you and you put my info down, when the time comes and it is ready and you're ready to make that decision to take that leap into getting a home out here, if you put my info down, I can step in at the right moment to make sure that you are not overpaying and that you're getting everything that you deserve in this market. But without further ado, let's hop back into the video. As far as education goes, we are in Clear Creek ISD. It is a nicely rated ISD in the Houston Metro. And so that is one that I'll leave niche.com underneath so you can go and check that out and see if it is a good fit for you. But man, 2.4 is crazy hard to beat, and to still have solid schools attached to that at a 2.4, that's really rough to beat. That's really rough to beat. But now we have Coventry coming up here. Let's go and check them out. I think they're going to be on the 70-foot lots here. I haven't seen many one-story model homes outside of the one in Pomona, so let's see what they got. Y'all know that I am a sucker for a one-story plan. If you don't know, now you know. That is like the epitome of like a dream plan to me. Different wings, different spaces, all the spaces you need, all the rooms you need, all on one level. Gorgeous. That is the Lindsay plan. As is, you're probably upper sevens as is, but most people will probably be somewhere around 675, shy of 700 to just kind of get it all dialed out like this. This is a 70-foot product, so it's going to be the widest product that you can get out here. They're going to have various 1 stories and 2 stories out here, and they will be here in Coastal Point for about a year. All right, so recap of the day. We got Brightland Homes, we got Lennar Village Builders, we have Empire, that was the first house that we saw, and then we have Coventry that's going to round out the more luxury estate style feel over here on the 70-foot products. We got a 2.4 property tax, we have solid schools, we have entry-level homes, and we have estate style products that can satisfy every need here in Houston on a small tucked off little neighborhood 45 minutes south of downtown Houston. What more could you ask for?